Guys, this is fucking awesome. Right, so I've got to Charlotte. This is my rental car. Because yeah, not quite at that point yet where I can buy a really cheap car like Top Gear would and have some crazy road trip. Not quite at that point in life, but hey, I got as they would pronounce it, I think a Nissan. I can't remember which one it is now, which is ideal. What is it? An Altima. Right. So I'm just going to say it now. I'm in terms of the fact that I decided that I was going to drive myself from Charlotte to Asheville on Monday for this concert I'm going to. The only thing I slightly overlooked was the fact that my phone doesn't work at all in the US. So it's currently got absolutely no signal at all. The only way I'm going to get anything out of this phone is firing Wi-Fi somewhere. Which obviously means that when the company said to me, do you want navigation or not? And I thought, oh, I've got Google Maps. No, I haven't. So I've literally gone out the airport onto a random freeway, driven up it for a bit and thought, okay, let's try come off here and see if we can find somewhere. Spoken to two people and a few places actually now sell maps apparently. Found a BP station which I thought, okay, I'll try there. And the lady behind the counter has very, very kindly given me a couple of old maps she had in her car that are about a few years old. But a map that's a few years old is better than no bloody map at all. So I'll show you the map. Right. Oh, here we go. Right. So that is where we're going on Monday, where the concert is, or somewhere in that area, because apparently it's in mountains and yeah. So that is Charlotte there. I've seen that on a sign. Now I've got to get to Mooresville. That is where the hotel is. So I've got to work out where the hell I am in this little area here and work it out. But basically we want to get onto Route 77 and head north. The only thing I can remember is that I came out the airport and I just saw the fact that it said north and thought, well, I know that from looking at the map beforehand at home, I knew that Mooresville was north of Charlotte, so I've just headed north. And I've got a funny feeling I need to get back on that road, so I think I came off there. And I'm probably somewhere around that area there. So if I go back, fold it all back up again. Oh damn! Yeah, this is pre-Google Maps, fellas. This is I'm doing this properly. Which part of this blooming map had actual Charlotte on it? Here's a good question because I can't find it now. No. Oh, I really don't care right now that I'm slightly lost because I'm just loving life. Here we go. Right, Charlotte. So this is where's our airport gone? I said there it is. So that's where I came into the world here. So somehow I've come out of there. I've got a funny thing. I might have literally come out, up. Somehow I've got to get on to 77, so I've got to just work out where the hell I am at the moment, which could be the fun part. That would be quite a nice place to go. I've got a bike ride tomorrow morning in Charlotte, so it'd be quite nice, I think, if I could get to that aviation museum. That would be rather funky, because that's the sort of thing I like. Okay, Concord Regional Airport. Okay, nothing to do with actual Concord at all then. Right, yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of detective work, but I have a map now, and it's a damn sight better than your brain, which is basically a blank A4 piece of paper and hoping for the best and blind pot luck. So yeah, but we've also got, because I said that I'm going to Chicago in a few days, she also gave me that one. So yeah, really, really helpful. So happy days indeed. Right. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. I'm in somewhere in Charlotte in North Carolina, and I'm slightly lost because I've got no idea where the hell I am. Sit rep, we're doing well. Okay, so work this out. Spin the camera. So, get in the shade so you can actually see something useful. Right, so at the moment, I believe the road I'm currently sitting on is Ashley Drive, which is just there. Which means the one up there that I was on is Freedom Drive. Now 77, which is this main road here, takes you up to Statesville and then furthermore onto Mooresville. So I need to get myself from Ashley Road, which is just here, and somehow work my way to there. So in theory, if I go that way up to Freedom Drive, take a right, and then in theory, I'd hope, this is hoping that that freeway isn't, that those little squares there aren't indicating that that's actually up high and is over the top, which wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, that's where we need to get to, that road there, and I now know where I am. So in theory, what I've got to do is drive up to here, turn right, and hopefully the rest will be signposted. But basically I want to go 77, which is that road right there, and go all the way up north, and that should take me out to Mooresville. Fingers crossed. Well everyone, so technically first full day in America today, so I'm not sure what I told you about the map after yesterday. I'll show you. So came into Charlotte somewhere around down here at the Douglas Airport. I then eventually found a BP station somewhere around this area. Yeah, managed to work out eventually that 77 is where we needed to go to get to where we are about here-ish. Tomorrow I've got to go up to Route 40 and then across to there, and Asheville is over here somewhere, which is where I'm going. Now getting here was rather fun because all the way up and down the highways, you've got all these signs that are, they're almost, obviously Britain has road signs, but here what they do is they'll have a massive sign over the whole road that says this is next junction in this many miles, whereas in the UK what you generally have is you'll have a great big gantry across the road. It will tell you what lane takes you where and how far away it is, whereas here it's just one big sign across the entire road. And for me, I was just kept on blowing panicking, thinking, what, how am I on this road now? What? And it's because what it's doing is, so all of these squares here essentially are, I think at least, either junctions to come on or like a bridge across it, going like that. So like if you look here, so you got a square there, you got a red road going that way and the highway that way. So I think they're basically sort of a bridge, but they also allow you on and off it, I believe. That's how I have seemed to have worked out. So yeah, eventually managed to get myself onto the 77. Quickly learnt that actually here I don't think you stay on the left hand, whereas in the UK you'd stay on the far outside lane wherever you're going, so that you're basically in the slow lane. I tried that here, and what I ended up doing was accidentally coming off at every next junction, which meant that I was then ending up being more lost because I was coming off thinking, oh, how the hell am I getting back to that road again? And then just to make it a bit more fun, so one of those I did it at was, it'll be somewhere down here, because there's Mooresville. Can I find, not sure if I can, that's annoying. Which one was it on? Nope, must be that one. Oh, this has been an absolute trip down memory. I haven't used a map for years. Yeah, chaps, this is what a phone replaced, and yeah, it does look a lot more convenient at being a phone. But on the same score, this is completely compliant wherever you go. This doesn't stop working. Right, 77. Here we go. So the airport is there. Came out of there. I think I went on to the 485 because it said north. Or did I? Went over a massive intersection somewhere. think I might have done. I just remember that I just remember seeing. In fact, hang on. Where's Concord? Because I remember seeing Concord and it said north, and I know damn well that Mooresville is north of Charlotte, so I just went that way. There you go, look. So 85 north, and that takes you to Concord. And I knew that I had to go north, so I went north. And I think what I then did was I went all the way up to about here-ish. And then I kind of drove up and down one of these roads, basically looking for a service station of some description, because I was like, well, someone around here's got to know where the hell you go, because they're hopefully locals. So yeah, went up and down one of these roads, managed to find that BP, I think. In fact, hang on. Yes, the BP was Ashley Road, because I literally left the car there, went for a walk around to see if I could find road names, because obviously this isn't going to be the most detailed, this is just road names to help you figure out where you are. So yeah, I found that, then I sort of worked out, okay, so where are we from here? And the thing you have to remember here is that the place is huge, so if it looks dinky on the map, then it's going to be a few miles regardless. That's what I worked out. So yeah, I managed to find Freedom Drive, because that's a fairly mainish road. And then all of a sudden I found something that said North 77, and was like, right, off we go, we found it, go. And I then got a bit caught up at Route 85, because so I was in the far right hand lane here, sort of just think myself, well, I'm out the way of people around it that know where they're going, but I'm still going along at a safe-ish speed. So I went to there, got caught up there, and ended up coming off at 39 by mistake. I then worked out that, where the hell was it? It's definitely that. I'm sure that one came off. Yes, because I came off there. I think that one. Yes, because I came up that way, then realised, oh, hang on a minute, that's Statesville Road, Statesville Avenue, and that's the handy bit about here. Whereas in the UK, you'd probably end up with one road that's massive, long like that, and it's just the same name. This way, they change it north, south, east, west, so you can kind of work out where the hell you're going. It's actually quite useful, to be honest. So yeah, came off there, went down, I think. I remember I got onto some road somewhere, and it went flipping forever, and you just thought, am I getting anywhere yet? And as I say, you just kind of work out very quickly that actually these main ones here are a long distance apart, and all the little roads you're going to see aren't even going to be mentioned on the map. The map probably doesn't even know they exist. So yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I managed to get myself onto the 77, all the way up. I found this junction here, but by this point I'd learned that you don't stay in the far right lane, as it would be here. Then got past there for the Statesville area, and then I realised when I looked up at this map that it actually said that Mooresville was backwards from there. And I was like, oh, don't tell me silly things like that. And then what I actually ended up doing was, if I can find it, where the hell's blooming Mooresville gone now? That's Asheville. I'm going there tomorrow. Yeah, we're in up on the floor. F2 we're in. There we go. So you got that's the main 77 there, and I worked out, I suddenly started seeing, went over this lake here, which, oh my god, that was beautiful sights, absolutely gorgeous sights. I then started seeing signs that said Mooresville, I think it was 19 miles, Statesville 31. I was like, excellent, we need to come off there then. So I came off, I think it was at the next junction, because it just suddenly said Mooresville next 4 exits. So it was like, roughly worked this out and thinking that must mean that the next 4 exits take you off into Mooresville. So followed that logic. Ended up on, I believe, I think I was on the 152. Stopped because I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I think I'm looking here at a firehouse, and I'm going to Chicago Fire, where they filmed Chicago Fire, so I thought, yeah, if they're anything like the people there, they'll be lovely people. Turned out that wasn't a firehouse at all, it was actually a auto repair shop, so yeah, didn't work very well, but yeah, spun round there, then I suddenly looked up at a sign, and it said, if I remember rightly, I saw 150 on a sign, and it then said, I think it was west and east, like that, but it was kind of east was turned like that, and then west was that way. And I was kind of look at this thinking, okay, so that's the shape in which they're putting the arrows, so how does that replicate what the map says? And I ended up coming back up this way, and just driving forever and ever and ever, and then suddenly found myself stopping, looking, thinking, well, I can't find it. I thought, okay, stuff this. Let's go into the nearest thing I could find, which was Waffle House. Thought, get a drink if nothing else. See if they got Wi-Fi. Didn't have Wi-Fi, so I said to them, okay, do you know where this place is? And this lady was really kind. She got her phone out, she put it on Google Maps, blah, blah, and she suddenly said, you're here. I was like, where is it then? And we worked it out which way the map was orientated on the phone, and it turned out that actually the Waffle House I stopped at is about 100 metres in front of where I am. So by some pot blooming luck, I'd actually managed to find myself where I was going. It was just a finer detail exactly how to get there that I didn't quite get. But I think, considering the fact that I landed in Charlotte, about there, I managed to get about 35 miles, I think, all the way up to there, with just an old-fashioned map, and I suppose just a bit of common sense. I'm bloody impressed with that. So yeah, the only thing is, obviously, between a map that you've got to properly work out where the hell you're going, and a phone, obviously the phone can do all that stuff a lot quicker, means you don't spend a little while driving around. But obviously being on holiday, I don't really care about that, because I'm here to have fun, not put myself in some detention centre and be like, right, you've got to do this at this much time, blah blah blah, and sort of make some orderliness about it. So I've just kind of had a leisurely drive around Mooresville yesterday, working out where the hell I was going, and after I found the hotel, then I ended up having to find a shop that I could call someone on, because this place isn't actually open on Sundays, and the office closed at 12 on Saturday. So the fact that I didn't land till after they shut was a bit of a laugh. But I found a local hot tub shop, and he was very kind enough to let me use his landline. I managed to get hold of the guy, got all the information to get into my room, and then went back to Waffle House, had something to eat, so I thought, not had much to eat all day, so let's get some food. And yeah, I didn't eat as much as I hoped to have eaten, because I was kind of at the point where I was feeling so blooming shattered and tired that actually trying to eat, I was actually feeling sick doing it. So I just thought, you know what, I've had a little bit to eat, I've had a couple of bits of toast, I had a couple of eggs, that's all I can do right now. I had some milk, had some water. I just thought, right, let's just come back, get myself to the hotel, get nice and showered, and just go to bed, because right now we are just so overblooming tired. A lot's happened today. I had to put a lot of brain power in, got to hold myself together when sort of there's a lot of uncertainty going on. Got to apply my brain an awful lot, and actually learning to drive on the right hand side of the road on the left hand side of the car is again another little bit of concentration. So it's one of those things where obviously I've done tens of thousands of miles in the UK in fact I've probably done 50, I've done over 100,000 miles in the UK quite easily, but obviously, so over there it's pretty normal. You get yourself on the road, you know exactly what all the signs mean, all the stuff like that means. So you just sit there, cruise, hand on the door, hold steering wheel, off you go. Here, you got to literally mirror everything the opposite direction, and then you got to work out sort of like, what do the road signs mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? And there's a basic thing like when you get to some is it intersection? I think it's intersection. you don't necessarily have to have a green arrow to actually turn right. If there's nothing coming and you're in the left-hand lane to turn, no, in the right-hand lane to turn right, you can. If there's nothing coming, just turn on your own common sense. If you can see there's nothing coming, you can go. And that's something I learned on a YouTube video I watched. And also, the speed limit, because I was looking at all these speed limits and it does go a little bit up and down, and I couldn't work out. I've found, okay, that says 25, that's 35, that's 45. I think it does go up to 70. I did see a sign for 70. But everyone else is bombing it along, and you're just sort of like, well, I can't stay on the right hand lane because that takes me off at every junction I don't want to actually go off at. So you kind of end up finding yourself a lane that seems to go where you want to go, staying in it, and then you're thinking, well, okay, so I'm in that lane on that side of the road, so I'm here. But actually, if people want to speed and go faster, am I in their way? And it's it's a total mind, yeah. It's such a break. You can really feel that people in America are very proud of their country, and it's refreshing, to be honest. It's very refreshing. So yeah, this is my view for today from Charlotte. So I might do another log later on, maybe after the bike tour, I'm not sure. But yeah, I haven't even got to the reasons I've come out here yet. But I'm blooming enjoying myself.